What's going on, family? You back in the lab with April, man. Tonight we got a great one. Thanks for everybody who joined. We're gonna give it a little time to let people join, though. A little more people join. But we're gonna be talking about the job market is trash. The job market is pretty much the companies is letting people go. And then people were like, hey, I can't make it on this little bit of money, this low wage you're paying. So they're walking away and starting to bet on themselves, which I can't blame them. You know, some people in here said they, I remember one in this particular video, this collage of videos on the show, one grandma said she was making $13 an hour. She had been at a place for 22 years just making $13 an hour. So that's ridiculous, man. That's crazy. So a lot of people just say, hey, I can't make it on this. So let's get into it, man. We're going to start with my guy right here, where he's saying, you know, job security is over. But I remember when I was coming up, that's all they told you, man. Go get a good job, or go to military, then come out and get a good job, or go to college and come out and get a good job. Right now, you better be betting on yourself. You better have other skills because the job market is not the same job market of your grandparents. I can tell you that. Let's get into it.
It's 2026. You need to get real with yourself. The era of job security is over. It has surpassed us. Our generation will never experience the pension and the 9 to 5 and the great benefits. That shit is getting done away with because these companies are realizing how expensive it is to give you the bare fucking minimum. The shit that you need to take care of yourself and take care of your family, these corporations don't want to give that to you. They don't want to give you overtime. They don't want you to have another job. They don't want you to find any shortcuts to get ahead in life because they want you to stay exactly where you are. They want you to continuously be a employee. They want you to work for them, not work for yourself. You have to realize that there is a reason why you're struggling so much. It's not because, you know, you're not working hard enough. It's because you're fucking exhausted. You're doing everything that you can, and these corporations are just continuing to get rich and rich and rich off of your blood, sweat, and tears. They're not working harder than you. They're not smarter than you. They are literally just doing what's in the best interest for themselves, and you need to do the same thing. The minute you start doing that, the minute your life will get better. I'm not saying that it's easy or that it isn't scary or it doesn't take any risk, but they took that risk, and that's why they are where they are. Now you could continue to either work for them and help them and complain, or you're gonna work for yourself. You make that decision.
And he is so right. I think at this juncture in life, you need to take risks. You have to take risks. You got to bet on yourself, man. I don't care what your skill set is. We all have a skill. We all have something that we can do to earn money. And just like I was watching a video, I think it was on Instagram, where Master P, the entrepreneur and rapper, formerly rapper, well, he's probably still a rapper, but he's an entrepreneur. He said, hey, we go and work all day in and day out for the corporations. But then we never take a chance at building something for ourselves. You know what I mean? He used the analogy of two men on the bridge. One jumped and the other one didn't. You know what I mean? The one just jumped, he just took a chance. You know what I mean? He just took a chance, and it might work and it might not. But he wasn't afraid to do that. So I think we have to take a chance out here in this job market, man, and bet on yourself because you just never know, man. I know one guy, he said he was going to buy a food truck and get into that. It might work, it might not. Now, I ain't saying mortgage your house to do stuff like that, but if you got a little chip to the side, a couple $1,000 or a couple $100, go out here and bet on yourself and see if you can get an audience or get somebody to follow you or build up some followers or something to put the energy behind your machine that you're trying to do. Let's go to the next one.
I get your email that you're revoking my PTO that I have for my vacation next week?
Yeah, well, if you're going on vacation, which is completely elective, and we need you in the office, so yeah, I took it back.
Okay, but you can't take back my vacation days because you already pre-approved it, which is why I got it approved.
I don't see a big deal on this. We need you in the office. Things change. I'm your manager. I'm allowed to change my mind. You need to be in the office, and you're expected to be here, present, working.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be here because I got the time off approved in advance for the reasons of getting everything booked. And so everything is already paid for. My flight was over $1,000, and including my stay and everything like that, that is all booked, all paid for. So I'm not just gonna not go on vacation. You can't just take it back.
Well, you should have got travel's insurance. It's not my fault that you didn't. Sorry, that's your loss. But if you really care about your job here, you'll be here. And if not, it'll be very apparent when you choose not to be here.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually go to HR then, because I have all the transcripts from our meetings when you did approve my time off. I have everything documented. You can't just revoke it last minute. So I'm gonna take everything that I have from the summary app and share it with HR. So this is gonna fall on you because I'm not gonna be here.
As a person who's been in a position to hire and fire and had those type jobs, and now who went on and doing entrepreneurship, you can't take a person PTO. Not if you proved it well in advance. They gave you enough notice in advance. And now you say, hey, we got things coming up a week before you get ready to go on vacation. I'm just going to deny your PTO. You're not going. You can't do that. No rightful person. So I just hope this is just a type of skit or rage bait or spoof or something to try to get people riled up. But no, nobody in their right mind would take somebody's PTO back, especially then talking about, well, you should have had travel's insurance. No, I'm going and I ain't gonna be there. And if I'm in her situation, well, you just have to fire me. Then you come back. When I come back on my vacation, I'll be ready to open up a lawsuit and keep all the documentation of that I had my PTO pre-approved. So it'll get ugly. It'll get ugly real fast if I was in this situation. Let's go to the next one.
Y'all making $1,200 a week, bro. I can't even make $2. Bro, if y'all know me in real life, bro, y'all know I keep everything 100, bro. I'm not sugarcoating nothing, bro. I tell my whole life story. I don't care. Bro, I'm low-key broke as hell right now, bro, to the point I gotta work regular. I got all these millions of views working a regular job, bro. I see, I've been on Amazon Flex waiting list for 6 months, bro. I just started, you feel me? They let me get in there. I just started yesterday. First of all, bro, I'm seeing YouTube videos. I make $1,200 a week with Amazon Flex. Cool, you feel me? I need something, so I don't care. $600 a week, cool, I don't care. I just need to pay my bills. Bro, I worked yesterday. I broke even with gas, food, mileage, all that, bro. I didn't make no money yesterday, but I'm like, cool, they say $1,200. It's a way I can make it, so I'm going to go out early. I went out early today. Bro, I got out here at, 7 in the morning. Bro, why I lose money today, bro? Bro, with the gas, food, and the bro, I ended up an hour and 45 minutes away from my house. That's where I ended up at, bro. How is y'all making $1,200 a week, bro? I can't even make $2. Bro, son, I swear to God, something gotta give, bro, because I'm in Georgia, bro. I'm from Ohio, nigga. I'm not trying to move back. I don't even know what else to do, nigga. I'm trying to work this shit, bro. I'm losing money working. Then I'm trying to hop in stocks. I can show you, bro, the stocks on my other phone. Bruh. Today, I lost $100, bro. I don't understand how I can't come up for nothing, bro. I can't make no money. Oh my God. What y'all doing for money? Because I need to know, bro. I don't want to do no illegal stuff, but it's getting there.
My God said he can't come up for nothing, man. You know, I've been there, man. I've been there where it seems like everything you try, everything you do, it just fails, man. But man, now one thing I don't understand, and maybe I'm not in it, never tried it, but gig work. Some people say they do make money gig work, but I'm like, you're using your own vehicle. Uber will pay you an Uber Eats, and then you got to put gas and wear and tear your car. Is there money? If anybody out there does do gig work, are there some real money out there? Are there some real money? I just want to know. I don't know, man. I was just seeing it, and I was trying to put it together. How is people really surviving? Like Amazon Flex and Ubers and DoorDashes, and I know you got to do what you got to do to make money, but I want to know for my own personal business: are people grinding and getting it like that in gig work, or have they put a cap on it over the last few months, because I remember when President Biden was in office, he was like, if you make over $600, you got to pay taxes on it because everybody was making money under the table. Now it seems like it's much harder to have side hustles or you know, you try to, you're going to make $300-400 or a couple $1,000 here under the table. It's so hard to do it now, and everything tracks. So let me know if y'all making money out there doing gig work. Let's go to the next one.
What genuinely kills me is today is the second time this week that I have left my job crying because it's so stressful. I literally have been feeling like, is stability worth your mental health? But then when you're not stable and you can't pay your bills, it's like, which one is the worst? I have finally calmed myself down, and I'm really debating putting my 2 weeks in because I can't.
There's a lot of jobs are stressful, man. A lot of jobs are stressful. They're cutting back. They're putting more on the workers. It reminds me in a biblical sense where the Pharaoh told the soldiers to don't give the Israelites all the mud and the straws and make them do more work. Give them less material to do more work. It's like they're taking a lot of the people, they're laying a lot of your workers off, and they're putting that work on you all, and then want you to do the same or be just as productive as two people. And they're putting stress on you. Then if you don't do it, you don't know if you're gonna get laid off. A lot of us have put our livelihood in our job, in our job. So if your job ain't paying you, then you like, oh man, I'm gonna lose my car, I'm gonna lose my house. So that's added stress, family, inflation. So it's a lot going on right now, man. I feel for people who is strapped or tied to their job. You got to go out and put a side hustle in. You got to go out here and grind this thing and bet on yourself at the end of the day, man, because you just a number to these jobs. Let me be honest with you. You might be just number 49. If the exec say, hey, let's get rid of 40, 45 through 53, and you in that number, you out, man. Ain't nothing you can pretty much do. And now your livelihood is in a tailspin. So don't let these jobs stress you out. Go out there and better yourself or sell that house. I'm a big believer of if something is causing you stress, you have to get rid of it. If that house is causing you stress, put a for sale sign in front of it. If that car is causing you stress, sell it. Hey, if that boyfriend is calling or girlfriend causing you stress, man, get rid of their asses too. I'm not with having nothing in my life that gonna cause me stress, and that's a job. If that job is called, go out and try to find a job or start creating a hustle. And the best time to hustle or create a job is when you have one. Just being honest with you, you know what I mean? While you still eating, sister. So I wish you the best. Let's get to the next one.
My job, $15 an hour wasn't doing it for me no more, and I didn't have a plan. I just quit because I know that I'm worth way more, and now I'm just stuck. Like, the bills is gonna keep coming, so I gotta figure this shit out. I ain't got no choice but to figure this shit out.
I don't know. I don't never tell nobody to put that type of pressure on you. Quit a job and you don't have no backup. I have done that when I was much younger. I ain't had no responsibilities back then. Say, hell, man, damn the job, I'm gonna quit. You know what I mean? To walk away from it. I have done that. But now as a grown man, as have wife and kids and homes and cars and just businesses, there's no way I can do that. If I had to be in the workforce right now, I couldn't just walk away. And I tell nobody to walk away. And I believe he said he was only making $15 an hour, and it wasn't enough for him. And I believe me, I know $15 an hour is not a whole lot of money. What's that? $600 a week. Before taxes and FICA and all that other stuff and Medicaid. So really, that's no money. You make $600 a week. You probably bring home $470 to $500. Depends on what tax bracket you're in. So yeah, I can see that. That's no money. But I would always tell people some money is better than no money at all if you don't have a plan. Like in this particular case here, my guy say he didn't have a plan, so got to go get it somehow, brother. But I know you'll figure it out. Let's get to the next one.
So I just quit my job, y'all. This shit is official. I quit my job and I'm going full force in motherfucking effect to become a content creator. Day one. This is day fucking one, y'all. Day one. And I gotta run this shit up. Because if not, I might be homeless. I just might. And I'm not finna let that shit happen. So with that being said, it's time to lock the fuck in. I'm giving myself 30 days, straight consistency, straight posting, different content, every motherfucking day until I motherfucking blow. And I know I am gonna blow, cause I'm putting it in the air. We finna go the fuck up 2026, ain't no more clocking in, working for no motherfucking body, unless it's yourself. Let's fucking go.
You know, I would tell anybody I talk to, do not quit your job to become a content creator. Let me see. I want to go to her page because it was sent to me. Let's see here. I gotta go check it out real fast. Content creator. Let's see here. How is I just want to see. I would tell anybody never to do that, man. Never quit your. Let's see. Quit my job for content creation. Is it here? Is it this one here? No. I don't. I can't find her. I can't find her. I gotta find it, man. It's bothering me. I want to see. I want to see her. Let's see here. Oh man, I can't find it. For some reason, I was gonna go to a channel and see if. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What did I do? I've been unflexible. Nope. I can't find it. For some reason I can't find her channel right now. But I would tell people not to quit your job to start content creating. Content creation is not as easy as you might think. Let me tell you, it is a grind. It is a hustle. You have to be likable. And you might not be likable. You know what I mean? You might go, and especially if you haven't been doing it and know your audience right now and know your niche, you ain't finna make no money. You ain't finna get the views to be monetized. On YouTube alone, I think YouTube is 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period. That's a lot. Unless you going viral every other week or every other month, that's a lot to do. I think TikTok is 100,000 views a month just to get in the Creators Club. Facebook, you got to have so many subs and views to get there. Then you be invited. This content stuff is not easy. And if you don't know what you're doing, you just think you're going to get out there, do a couple dance videos, and think you're going to be able to quit your job and make some money and get rich, because you see how the content creators making a little money. Let me tell you, be honest, a lot of content creators is going broke. They got to have other hustles. That's why you see, and they putting their Patreons out there. They putting their Cash Apps out there. They putting subscriptions and memberships out there to the YouTube pages and buy me a cup of coffee pages. I'm not knocking the hustle, because I was thinking about doing it too. I'm not in that situation. A lot of them are needing, because they relied on content creation. You know, as a whole, I have other things. I always tell people, you got to don't put all your eggs in one basket. You always got to have different avenues and different investments and different things in order to survive here. Because if content creation dry up, you know what I mean? You got other things to hold you over till you get back on your feet. So in this case here, I would tell that sister never to quit her job for just to start content. And she said she's gonna give herself 30 days. That's probably not a lot. That's not enough time to build an audience. It take years. It took me years. I think I got like 86,000 subs on Instagram, and I think I had one channel was over 100,000 on TikTok before it got demonetized and taken away. Now I got another one. So, but yeah, it takes a while to build up these subs and build up this audience. So now, sister, don't do it. Let's see, notice your channel. Okay, well, all right, well, we'll talk about it. I see somebody said, notice your channel has strong potential, but needs a bigger audience to level up. See, I don't chase the audience. I don't chase money. I'm not chasing all these subs. I do have well over 200,000 subs combined, but I don't chase I'm not chasing that dream, man. I just do this because I love doing it. But I have other passions. I have other ventures that I'm doing, and other investments that I do. So I don't sit here and just chase the podcast stuff. Let's get it. I mean, chase the content creation. Like the sister said she gonna do. It's gonna be rough, but I hope she make it. Let's get into the next one.
I've been employed since May. I have applied to over 150, 200 jobs, gotten one interview. I even obtained my claims adjuster's license, thinking that would make me more marketable. Hasn't helped at all. I have now started, my employment ran out in December, so now I have zero income. Nothing. So I was like, I need work, like desperate. So I applied to Target. They rejected me. Target rejected me. Seriously. Yeah, they rejected me. I did have an interview yesterday at Giant Eagle. Unfortunately, they're only paying $13.50 an hour. Who can seriously live on that? Like, even if I was 19 years old, I think $13.50, that's only like $1,000 a month net, maybe.
Yeah, $13.50 an hour is no money. I'm finna see what that is a week, man. That's $540 a week. By the time they take out taxes, man, you ain't paying the average. You make about four and a quarter, maybe. Probably about $1,700 a month. No, the average rent is $2,000 now. That's 13. Unless you still home with your parents or got 2 or 3 roommates to survive, they're gonna be tough. But like I say, some money is better than no money. So if you're back against the wall, you might have to take it. You know what I mean? Just being 100 with your sister. Let's get into the next one.
I just quit my fucking job because they had me fucked up. You hired me to be a forklift driver, and not one time have I been on a motherfucking forklift. It's been 3 fucking weeks going on 4, and I still ain't been on a fucking forklift. Okay, so this how it went. I've unloaded 3 trucks this week by my motherfucking self, by my motherfucking hands. Sorry if I'm cussing, but that's just how I talk. I told them Wednesday, because we had Thursday off since it was the first, that was yesterday. I told them Wednesday, if I come in here Friday and we have to unload another truck and I have to do it by hand, I'm quitting. Keep in mind, I work through a temp service, so they think they can work the shit out of me, and I'm going for that. But I'm not going for none of that shit. I get to work today. Today is Friday, right after the first. The goddamn lead come over there and was like, "Good morning, Vincent." I said, "Oh, hell no, why you being nice?" She ain't never nice. She always mean. Why you being nice? "Oh, you finna ask me to unload the truck." That's exactly what I say. She says, "Yeah, I need you to go unload the truck." I said, "What did I tell y'all Wednesday? If I come in here Friday and I have to unload the truck, I'm finna quit." She go back to her mean way, shrug her shoulders and say, if you do quit, that's on you. I walk down to the end of the dock. Boom, 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 boom. Look inside the truck. The truck is slam full. One of the other dudes look at me and was like, "You finna unload the truck?" I say, "No, I'm finna walk out. I'm finna quit." I turn around, walk out. Walk past everybody. As I head to the clock, the operation manager is there. Keep in mind, he been sick because the bitch about to die. So I was shocked to see him today in his office. I walk right into his office. It's the lead and the lady that does all the management of where all the orders go in his office, standing at the door. I walk right past them, get the fuck out, and go straight to him. "Listen, y'all hired me to do a job. The job was forklift. If you would have told me in the interview that I would have been unloading truck by my motherfucking hands, I would have told you I don't want the fucking job." This motherfucker proceeds to say, "We hired you for a job, so the job got to get done." I say, "The job won't get done with me." I quit. Took off my jacket, took off my vest, and walked up out that bitch. It's 2026. I ain't going for none of that shit. I'm not doing shit that calls for any hard work or any of that. I already came into the year stressing that I'm gonna get rich off of my talent. I'm a fucking rapper. I'm a fucking actor. I got fucking talent. I'm not finna be slaving at nobody motherfucking job like we in the motherfucking 1940s. Fuck you and fuck what you stand for. Fuck your corporation and you too, pussy ass motherfucker.
All right. He got that off his chest. He's standing 10 toes down on that. I don't know the situation that he's in. He might can afford to quit. A lot of people can't afford to quit. can afford to quit. So, and if he in that situation, good with his money, good with his house, he was back into a garage, so he probably living at home. Hey, I ain't mad at it, man. Go get it. Go chase your dreams. I'm a big advocate of telling people to chase their dreams. Bet on yourself. I believe in betting on yourself all the time. But now don't bet on yourself if your back is against the wall and you had a job coming in. You bet on yourself while you got a job. I hear go ahead and side hustle. Go ahead and rap a little bit. Go ahead and do a little acting. If you're in, I think he's in Atlanta. So in Atlanta, there's cameras and there's camera crews and there's talent agents all over the place. It's not easy to find. Now, someone gonna rip you off and someone gonna sign you to a crazy contract. So make sure you got an entertainment lawyer to be able to break that stuff down that you trust, because a lot of talent agencies work with entertainment lawyers here in Atlanta. I know several of them, and they will have you in a contract, man. You'll never get out of here, man. You'll be tired, man. You'll be making money for them, and you'll be living in a cardboard box. Let me just be honest with you on that. So hopefully this work out for my guy, and yeah, he's still 10 toes down. But yeah, if they hired you for a certain job. Now, let me be honest with you, from a guy who was in corporate years ago. Your job description, I always say, they give you a description of what the job is, then it'd be like, et cetera, because it'd be other stuff that it might entail, et cetera, in your job. So they might have hired you for forklift, but now they need you to unload this truck. And I guess my man was like, he was just tired of it, man, so he quit. Especially through temp agents. Yeah, they work temps. They work temps to death, man. I'm be honest with you, because at the end of the day, you cheap labor because we ain't got to pay medical, dental, and all this other stuff. It's just hourly rate, and then we don't need you no more. We called up, we just cut bait with you. So I ain't mad at my man. If he got it like that, walk away from it, brother. Let's get into the next one.
I'm about to say something that feels a little bit wrong to admit. I've been unemployed for so long that I'm really not excited to go back to another corporate position at this point. And the thing is, people keep rooting for me like, oh, you're gonna find such a badass corporate job. But people don't realize that's not even what I want anymore. After sitting with myself after so many rejections, I'm like, why am I even chasing this in the first place? It almost makes me uncomfortable when people project that version of success onto me. I'm not unmotivated and I'm not giving up. I just don't feel right running back to something that drained me and then calling it a win, you know?
You know, a lot of people is feeling that right now. It's like, once they've been out of work so long and probably hustled and was able to get by just off their own, feed themselves and pay their bills, with their own hustle, with their own skills, or whether with your own gifts, I should say, because we all get gifts and talent. That's why I'm telling you to tap into it and build your talent, man. Water your gift, you know what I mean? And then go ahead and sharpen it. Some people is bakers. Some people can knit, some people can sew, some people carpenters, some people can cut grass, they can be a mobile mechanic, mobile barber. Everybody got a skill set that will feed themselves if you tap into it. So don't be afraid to tap into it, especially if you're back against the wall and you don't have a job. You know, now if you quit your job to go out here and do willy-nilly and you ain't got your ducks in order, now you might be a fool, let me be honest with that. But hopefully, man, you know, if she don't want to go back to work, hopefully she find out that rich Elon Musk, man, or whatever, and take care of, man. But let's get into the next one, man. This is right here where I was telling you about the grandmother had been with Arby's. She said the company she was with Arby's. I'm just going off the video. She's been with Arby's 22 years. She started at $10.25 an hour, and now she's just making 13 something. So, granted, must be getting a lot of do not meets or something, because those raises was whack. You only got about $3 in 22-year raise. But let's get into it.
Okay, Grandma, how long have you worked at Arby's for?
22 years.
And how much do you get paid right now?
$13 an hour.
How much were you hired in at?
$10.25, I think.
So you've been there for 20 years and all you got was like a $3 raise.
Yeah, over 22 years.
22 years. Yeah. $13 an hour.
Yep.
Jesus. Yep. Grandma.
What?
You're worth more than that.
Well.
Grandma like her job, man. You know, she deserved more than that. bit. You know, you've been with somebody 22 years and you only got technically $2.75 raise in 22 years. I don't know about that, but evidently Graham's like her job and she don't want to leave. You know what I mean? She's still there, I think, 22 years in counting. So hopefully, Arby's, if this lady worked for your corporation or your store, and y'all see this woman, and it is true that she only making $13 an hour after 22 years, shame on you, man. Y'all need to give her her own store, give her a big raise, man, because that's ridiculous. But with that said, man, I'm April, man. Like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody joining. Join us tomorrow at 8:30. We have another club.